for both you guys, does the trash talk stay pretty consistent between y'all and the defensive linemen, or do you guys have to get fully pad and beat each other up for a couple days before it gets real going out there?
Nah, well, like we talk smack every day, all day, pass on, pass off. It really don't matter. We just like that, I guess.
Tyshawn, you want to jump in?
Oh yeah, it doesn't change, man. Same thing every day. Yeah.
Huh?
Tyshawn, I think your nickname is Scoot. Is that what does that come from, and kind of how would you evaluate last year for you?
The nickname came from my dad.
Okay.
Well, his name's Scooter, so I'm Little Scoot. So yeah.
And how would you kind of evaluate, obviously, pressed into action last year with Dylan going down? Just how do you feel like you played, and kind of where do you feel like your game is now that you've gotten that opportunity?
Well, I feel like my game has gotten better because I've gotten reps in the game, so just building off of that.
Ben?
Touch on kind of that, I guess, working against Dylan for that tackle spot. I guess what's that been like, and I guess what's that competition been like for you guys for the first couple of days of camp now?
Well, since he's back, competition is great. I'm a guy that loves competition, so it is what it is.
Go over to Matt, David.
Not many guys do this thing side by side. Is this just you guys so used to being beside each other? You got the bond there. You wanted to do this together?
Or something like that.
Yeah, it was really like right out the dome. We was like, "You want to do it together?" And then he said, "Yeah." So here we go.
Dave.
Guys, just speaking for the entire line, looking at the performance last year, how would you grade it? Was there some things could have done better, could have done worse? How do you guys think you played for the season?
I mean, of course, nobody's perfect. So, like this year, we know that we have things that we need to get better at. So we're going to build on those things.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement, so just building.
Come on.
Jaylen, you mentioned building on those things. What are some of the things you'd like to see improve from an offensive line standpoint going into this year?
I mean, everybody has their own thing that, like, they want to, improve it. So, like, he may have things that he has to improve it, and I may have my own things that I need to improve it. So it's really, like, individual. Then again, we're all one unit, so we got to do it together.
Alan?
Eric Douglas was at Media Days talking about practice habits being better for the offensive line. He felt like this summer. Do you guys kind of feel like that's been the case? And if so, what's led to that?
Well, coming in, just gelling together as a summer team, getting closer. So everything is getting better. So we're just trying to get 1% better every day.
Joe?
What's up, guys? So you guys both were here when Coach Kitchens arrived. What have you been able to see from him? And, like, what's he like on the building?
I mean, he great coach. He's just great to be around. He improves all of us, just an overall great guy to be around, really.
Alex?
What have y'all seen for some of the newcomers on the offensive line?
Them boys are great. They are pretty funny, really. But but I mean, like, they still young, so they have things that they need to work on. So we help them out with, like, little things that we see, and then the coaches take over, the major things.
Y'all came up here together, so how has Coach Beamer, since being here, how has the family aspect come around fully since then?
I would say, really, we're like one big old family. Like, before we was kind of a little separated, but last year we were close, and then this year I can tell like we're even closer now. So we do things together. You rarely see people by themselves. It's always a group, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 sometimes. But you really never see one of us is alone. Yeah.
For both of you guys, obviously Shane Beamer's kind of talked about returning all 5 guys, returning all 6 guys from last year's team, and you obviously return Coach Atkins and Coach Zach. How much can continuity help this offensive line get better and take a jump from year 1 to year 2?
Well, since year 1, we just had to come in and meet new standards and get with new programs. So just having that year on our belt is always going to improve since.
Jeremiah?
Hey guys, I'm Jeremiah Holloway. I'm new around here. It's nice to meet you all. I wanted to ask, with the new faces that are actually in the backfield, of course this line has, experience playing together, but with the new faces in the backfield, what kind of adjustments has, that kind of required to adjust to different people's games, or is it, kind of more the same as far as your guys' approach to blocking for them?
I wouldn't really even say adjustment, because really we just like gel together. We're literally one big family. So like, we always embrace new people. People come and go, but especially when when more people come in, they fit right in. We're just gonna keep on playing ball.
Jaylen, that ESPNU documentary, the behind-the-scenes things on South Carolina football, comes out tomorrow night. Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that like for you guys, having those cameras around in places where y'all may not have had cameras before? Was that exciting, nervousness, or what was it about that experience that you enjoyed or didn't?
I mean, it was all right. It wasn't nothing like crazy. It was just like it's a camera. So I wasn't like, oh my gosh, it's a camera. I got to act a different way. I was just being myself the whole time.
Were there any of your teammates kind of hamming it up for the camera?
No, not really.
Not that I know of. I think it was all pretty regular.
Joe.
Yeah, guys, the offensive line is usually like the most lighthearted, most fun group on the team. Who's the funniest guy in the room right now?
Young or old guy?
Either. Or you can give me one for both.
Jackson Hall the funniest, youngest.
Jackson is hilarious.
Yeah, he's the funniest.
It's all different aspects.
Yeah.
It's not like just like one overall funny person, because we're all funny like in like our own way. So like it's all like we always laugh. It's always different. Who would be the funniest though?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I don't know.
It's too many. Everybody funny.
Everybody hilarious, bro.
Offensive line. Dang.
Anything else for these guys? Good. All right. Thank you.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, see y'all later.